Hey guys, thanks for watching. My name is Ben, and for those who don't know me, I've been an online entrepreneur since 2012 and a stock trader since 2017. And in this channel, I've dedicated myself to teach what the schools don't teach us, and that is financial education and money management. So if you enjoyed this video, make sure you hit that like button, comment below, hit that notification button, and subscribe to my channel so you will know when my next videos will come out. Today we're going to be talking about the one thing, the number one thing you need to do in order to get your finances in order and control your spending. And this is the first thing that anyone should do. So I often come across people in financial trouble. They're overspending, they're behind on their debts and payments, and they just perhaps don't have the discipline to cut back on what they're spending. In my opinion, a lot of people who are in this situation just don't know how to build or to rebuild their personal finance. And a lot of it is just overwhelming, and it's a lot of moving parts, and they don't know where to start. So I'm going to give you the number one step that consistently gets people back on track for their personal finances. And it is not difficult or super complicated at all. And this first step is to track your finances. And do this for the next 3 months, and that will be the first great starting point for you to get back on track. Then I go and hear these excuses that go, "But Ben, I don't know how. How do I track my money?" And here's how I'm going to teach you to do it. The simplest step, if you have a computer, open an Excel file. And this is the simplest spreadsheet that you can make. And if you don't have a computer, have a notebook and just open it up and put 2 columns down, right down the middle, and one says income and one says expense. So when you have these 2 columns, income and expense, you take count of every dollar spent. First, I want you to figure out your fixed incomes. That means your rent on your mortgage, your loan payment, your hydro bill, anything that you need to pay monthly on a set schedule. Then you have your variable expenses, which means things that change from day to day, such as going out to eat, buying that video game, groceries, buying booze for a party, whatever that may be. So every time you go out, you should get a receipt for your purchase. And that's exactly what I do every time. And if I don't get a receipt, then just track it down on a phone, on your notes, on your phone, or just use a spendings app that you can find anywhere on your that you can just download on your phone. And when you get home every day or every second day, just open that spreadsheet and put down that information on what you spent and what you earned. For the income column, that's pretty straightforward if you work a regular job. So you add all your regular wages plus any extra income from side gigs that you have, or you get an inheritance, or you get allowance. The spreadsheet does 2 things for you. At the end of the month, you'll have a very clear idea of exactly how much you're spending and exactly where you are spending your money. And the second thing is that the spreadsheet will build a habit of you tracking your money daily. So once you figure out how much you make, income, and how much you have expense, and if you have leftover money, then you can decide what you want to do with it. You can either save it for a rainy day, you can invest it, you can put it towards a debt repayment. However, let's say you're down and overspending. Decide where you can cut back, because is it a fixed or variable expense? Maybe you can cut down on your Netflix, or maybe get less data on your phone plan, or cut back on those expensive dinner dates. Figure out where you can cut back on, so then you can be up in money next month. This is about building a habit. And once you get a hang of this habit, start adding more items to track. So for example, what categories am I spending the most in? Perhaps it's transportation, perhaps it's groceries, perhaps it's leisure activities, and perhaps are there any seasonal or yearly spendings that you need to pay for, like insurance for your car, or your, I don't know, yard cleaning for the summertime. Think about Christmas and other special holidays. Once you have 3 months of data, with this information, you can start to build a simple budget. So you can start limiting what you're spending for certain categories for each month. So if you say have a budget for $300 for groceries, then you can compare it to the end of the month and see if you actually spent more than $300 or less than $300 on your grocery bill, and see if you actually hit the goal, and then you can readjust your budget for the next month until it gets closer and closer until you hit your targets. So as the saying goes, what gets tracked gets measured. I know many people out there who spend their money and have zero idea where their money has gone to, and they just see money in their bank accounts and they proceed to spend what they have, and they don't know where it goes at the end of the month. By giving yourself this information, you know exactly where your money is going, where your money is coming in from, and it's so much easier to put it in the right places. By doing this step alone, you'll be getting a greater understanding of your financial situation. You'll also be building a good habit for your future finances, and you'll be ahead of 90% of the people in terms of financial understanding. In the description below, I've attached the most simple version of a income expense sheet for you to use. So with that, you can start tracking, you can start adding everything up at the end of the month, and you know exactly where your money is going to. And with that, make sure you smash that like button. Make sure you leave a comment below on what methods are you using to perhaps track your finances or develop a greater understanding for your finances. And make sure you hit that notification button and subscribe for this channel for future videos that are coming soon. And we'll see you next time.